Hey all, it's Exo, and welcome back to Pokémon HeartGold. That's been waiting years to say that one. It's been 9 months, and we're back. So last time we started our adventure here in Johto, we have this little guy named Reinhardt, based on a stupid guy from Fire Emblem. And here we are in Violet City, the first city of the game. Here's a bunch of NPCs you can talk to. This juggler, if you give him a certain type of each shard, he'll give you a few berries, depending on which one you give him. Can't really take advantage of that now, but other than that, there's this house here. This guy will trade you... I think it's you. You talk about trades, but you're the trader. I collect Pokemon. Do you have Bellsprout? You want to trade for my Onix? You can easily catch Bellsprout in the last route, and then you can just come here and give that guy that. More importantly, in the Pokemon Center is this guy. He tells you about Team Rocket. But I got my things wrong. That boy did a wonderful job, and Team Rocket disbanded. I wonder what boy that was, but this guy's more important. Hello! I should be familiar as every Pokemon fan. I'm from the TV show, the Show Me Show. I am Primo, the big brother. Today, would you, one of my fans, tell me what you think of me? Primo was the host of Teachy TV, which was a feature in only Fire Red Leaf Green. And if you give him certain phrases, that was Japan only, I believe, but using a certain website in the description below, you can generate a code that allows you to do this. Trace stuffed toy. These numbers are based on your trainer ID. Oh my, is that how you feel about me? I never thought of that way before. By the way, how do you like the way I am so exciting and fun? And then I want to put water. Download. You are no ordinary fan knowing such a thing. You are a trainer, right? I'll pull some strings for you. I think I can swing a deal and give you this egg. You take good care of it. Receive the Mareep egg from Primo. He'll give you 3 different types of eggs, being Mareep, Wooper, and Slugma. Electric, water, ground, and fire type respectively between the 3 of them. He also has the chance to give you 8 different wallpapers exclusive to him based on what you tell him, and that is all he really does. Those are secret codes, again, based on your trainer ID, and without further ado, I'm going to keep moving. This here is the Pokemon School. Every game after Gen 1 has this, where it's just a bunch of people that tell you how certain mechanics work. Sometimes the game requires you to go in here. 2 games in particular, but we're not there yet. Other than that, there's the Pokemon Gym here that we could try to do right away with the leader Falconer. There's also a Pokemon and a few other NPCs we can talk to. You cannot have your Pokemon out walking with you in some places. Places like buildings, caves, and where there is huge crowds. But all you have to do is put them in a Pokeball. Nice on! This guy's a bird. She uses the names of all foods, and she really enjoys eating. For nicknames, she gives to her Pokemon, I mean. Strawberry. Pidgey! I call my Pidgey Strawberry. Wow. Either way, there's not much else to do here except go north. There's a little boy. Hello, boy.
Did you know the Pokegear allows you to put marks and memos on its map? I love to have one of those Pokegears, but my mom won't let me.
This is Sprout Tower. Experience the way of Pokemon to cast aside your doubts. Wow, what true enlightenment awaits us in the tower. In this tower, there's not really any new Pokemon we haven't seen yet, but I forgot to describe Ghastly in Episode 1. It is what I used last game, if you remember. It is just as awesome as it always is, and even better now that the physical special split exists. Sprout Tower was built long ago as a place for Pokemon training. Only those who reach the top will receive a wonderful move. Man, I hope it's Hyper Beam. It is Gen 2 after all. However hard we battle, the tower will stand strong. I just want to jump right into this because there's not really much to talk about. First off is Sage Nico with his Bellsprout. Yeah, it's called Sprout Tower, but you can't catch Bellsprout here, actually. Also, I had to reset my save because of something that happened, but it's all good. We're all good. Ignore the 10 HP I'm missing and forgot to heal. I think I restarted this save around Christmas. Bellsprout! No! Yeah, so between the last 9 months, I've been dreading recording this again because of the tall order it takes to edit all of this stuff. But, yeah, I think it's worth it in the end. I kind of wish I did upload this when I was gonna, and then I would have been very far into the series by now. But how can you do? Life is what life be. But, you know, when have I ever been good about uploading? Either way, Nico has fallen. Sprout Tower is just a very repetitive kind of like jumping between these floors on these ladders. You got a perilous heal here. But yeah. Hello, guy. Usually trainers inside buildings won't ever give you their phone number, so you can't officially rebattle them. Well, that's what the... Excuse me. Versus Seekers 4. And I don't remember if we have that yet. And I don't remember if that works. So, anyway, we're going to fuse Ember on this guy's Bellsprout. I don't even know his name. Chow. His name is Chow. Idiot. Be gone from my sight! Anyway, that Onyx that is traded to you will give you a Cherzum berry, I think it's called. Persum berry. That heals confusion. Yeah. And in Gen 2, it is a bitter berry, which is the exact same thing, but with a different name. Reinhardt will reach level 12 and prove that magic really is everything. Pesky Bellsprout. Be gone.
In a blaze of glory.
Thank you. Oh, you're so happy you lost, kid. You've officially taken $144 from my pocket. Thank you. My ex-wife wanted that money.
Rat. Ratata.
Wow. Hello. Hello. I sway like leaves in the wind. The leaves be calling. Sway. Swala-la-la. Stupid. Anyway, Sage Edmund also has a Bellsprout. Feature of this, I believe the Game Boy Color version always has that pillar in the middle be shaking like that. It's a lot more noticeable now, but it's definitely an interesting effect to have in 1999. Bird. Bellsprout's a very, very funny looking thing. I've always appreciated its weird face. Another fact is Bellsprout used to be part of my team, but isn't Gen 2 anymore, and it isn't as viable as it was. There's also another member, Poliwag, that used to be part of my team, and no longer is as well. But they've been replaced with things that are much better. Here's a potion. We've reached the top of the tower. No, dude up top. His mouth is gone, so he's just two lines. You're sounded by Jin. Bum 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 bum. Bird. I believe one of these guys has something that's gonna be evil and dark and just dangerous. Level 13 on Reinhardt. He wants to learn Quick Attack. Absolutely no reason to keep Tackle at this point. This game is in Gen 4, and Tackle gets a buff in Gen 5 that sets it to 50 power, 100 accuracy, but right now it's still 45, 95. thus is garbage because the other starting moves don't miss. Well, they all have 100 accuracy. It's more accurate to say. Sage Neil also has a Bellsprout. By the way, I don't know if you can tell, but it's a Sprout Tower. You have to build Sprout Tower. You have to build Sprout Tower. It's the greatest tower. We have Bellsprouts. Is my head that is bright? Your head is bright, but you have hair there, but you don't have hair there. Joey was calling me, but I was moving too fast. Bop, 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 ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, bop. You're challenged by Troy. He has a Bellsprout. How can this be? Bellsprout? No. No. When your bell be sprouting. Anyway, 126 EXP points, and hoot hoot. There it is. Something is amiss. You are not the sacred one. False prophet hoot 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 hoot. This is Dark Evil hoot hoot, bro. It's still alive! Reinhardt, get out of here! Kill the thing. Get that thing out of here. That's not a sprout. That's a bird. Level 14. Astute observationists will know what that means. Sage Troy. Your trust is trust. I didn't read that fast enough. Now, level 14, Cyndaquil evolves. Reinhardt evolved into Quilava. He's got a mohawk now. He's still a single fire type. You showed us what you've got, and it is indeed good. Take this technical machine. However, you should care more about your Pokemon. The way you treat your Pokemon can be too harsh. Remember, Pokemons are not tools for war. He calls himself the Elder, but he was no match for me. Sure enough, those who lecture on how we should be nice to Pokemon, they cannot defeat me. All I care about is strong Pokemon that win every time. That's why I've caught a Zubat. I also used an escape rope. Before you fight that guy, you can go talk to this and go get yourself an escape rope yourself, and then go back to fight this guy. Or you can run into a Rattata and have to waste your time running away from it. Hello, rat. You with your buck teeth and your rat tail. Goodbye. Blech. So good of you to come here. Sprout Tower is a place of training. People and Pokemon test their bonds to build a bright future together. I am the final test. Allow me to check the ties between you and your Pokemon. You were challenged by Elder Lee. You would not believe what he's sending out first. Bird. You may be wondering why I'm so content with having my Reinhardt be so overpowered at this point. That is because my other Pokemon that I want to put on my team is currently in an egg. He sends out a Hoot Hoot next, which is like, I don't know why they didn't just put a Weeping Bell here, but, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever, bro. Your eyes burn red with the flames of my passion. Now be gone from my sight. And lastly, Bellsprout. I didn't even need a heal. Look at that. I didn't even heal him, and I didn't need to. I didn't even need to. I didn't even need it. I didn't even need it. I just put in there. Yeah. Elder Lee has fallen. Ah, excellent. The way you battle is quite elegant. You should be able to stand up to Faulkner, and you should be able to make good use of this. It is a technical machine called Flash. Take it with you. Receive the TM70. I put it in my HMs. When a Pokemon learns Flash, you can illuminate dark caves no matter how dark they may be. You may try it on Bellsprout, for example. Bellsprout. Flash used to be an HM, but as of Gen 4, it is now a TM. It still functions exactly the same. In battle, it is a accuracy lowering move, and in Overworld, it lightens dark caves. You can use the escape rope to escape back to Violet City, And then we can check the surrounding areas before we head into the gym. If you try to head north and up and out. Hello, fellas. You end up on Route 36, whose encounters I'll go over on a later date. An odd tree is blocking the way to Ecruteak City. It's preventing me from shopping. Something should be done about it. Yo! Haven't had any trouble with a boulder blocking your way? Of course you have! For people like you, there's an HM that will come to your rescue! It contains the Make 'em Faint Rock Smash. You can use him on boulders once you've learned the Violet City badge. But beware, hidden moves like this are hard for your Pokemon to forget once they learn them. You should get carefully which Pokemon should learn them. And he really means that, because there's something in the way there. We can't go that way. Ruins of Alph North entrance, which I'll go over later. But, yeah. HMs, you can't forget. There was not a way to forget them until Gen 3, I believe. And in this game, it has a thing called a Move Forgetter, which is just for removing HMs from your party. However, it is in the last major city of the game. So, don't rely on it. It's a problem. I have a yellow apricorn. And if you head down here to Route 32, there's a patch of grass here which was not present in Gen 2. Thus, all the encounters on this route you would not be able to get prior to beating Falconer. Because if you go here, what's up? What's the hurry? Have you gone to the Pokemon gym? You can test your Pokemon and yourself there. It's a rite of passage for all trainers. That guy will not let you through. And if you go this way, you end up back at the Ruins of Alph, which, again, I'll go over at a later time because it's going to take a while to explain. So, other than that, there's no reason to not head into Falconer's gym now. Actually, there is a reason, because I didn't heal. This Quilava has spent a month brutalized and low on power. Restore your strength and be free to live again, Quilava. Quilava.
Quilava, Quilava, Quilava.
Other features of the Pokemon Center are something down here that we can't get to yet. And up here is local communication services such as a Union Room and a direct battle sector that I will show kind of, maybe, probably not. What kind of trainer would I like to be? I'd like to be an Ace Trainer. Ace Trainer is the kind of trainer you want to be? I see, so an Ace Trainer is the kind of trainer you like. If that's the case, others may come to see you in that way. Come talk to me again if you ever want to know what kind of trainer you like best. If you talk to this guy, you can change how you appear in a Union Room, which is what that feature is. That way I look like him pretty much when I'm in a Union Room with other copies of HeartGold, Soul Silver. You can communicate with other Gen 4 games, but you won't look the same, obviously, because some sprites didn't exist. Such as Gen 2 Ace Trainer. So I'd look like a Gen 4 Ace Trainer or an Explorer class. I'm no trainer, but I can give some advice. Believe me. If you believe, then a championship dream can come true. You believe? Then listen. Grass type is weak against flying type. Keep this in mind. This is the flying type gym that looked completely different in Gen 2. Let's face this guy and his magical bird Pokemon. I can't believe how ridiculously high this is, but from up here you can tell what it feels like to be a bird Pokemon. Let's see if you're good enough to face Falconer. Falconer! You were challenged by Bird Keeper Abe and his Spearow. I'm a bird!
Quilava! Quilava fire!
Dire fire. Let's go to level 15. Bird Keeper Abe. Gym trainers cannot be challenged after you defeat the gym leader, so I usually just fight them all. Oh, you're some kind of big shot. We'll see what happens when you get pushed around up here. Think you'll stagger and fall? People here are training night and day to become bird masters. Bring it on. So I just like fighting them all. Moving on. Bird Keeper Rod.
You sent a bird named Pidgey. I sent a bird named Pidgey. I'm gonna burn him.
It's quite easy. You burn the bird and it's gone forever. And then he sends another bird named Pidgey, and you kill the Pidgey, kill the bird! Wow! This is classic Pokemon. In my experiences, I found it really easy to just spam whatever fire move the Typhlosion line has the whole game. Anyway, at last, here we are with the big man himself. I'm Falconer, the Violet City Pokemon trainer. Leader, my fault. I don't know what I am. People say you can clip fly types' wings with a jolt of electricity. I won't allow such insults to bird Pokemon. I'll show you the real power of magnificent bird Pokemon. I have birds. Call me Bird Guy. Bird Guy may cry! He sends out Pidgey. Burn the bird! Burn his wings off! All of the feathers are falling! And then he sends out the actual problem, Pidgeotto. In Gen 2, there weren't really many flying moves. The wind is finally with us. There weren't really many flying moves for him to use as his key move, so instead he used Mud Slap and lowered your accuracy until you couldn't hit him anymore. But in this game, you'll find out what they changed it to. Instead of him spamming Mud Slap, he's now going to spam an infinitely more annoying move. Unless he gets burned like that. Oh, and unless he doesn't use it, so then the fight is just kind of over. That Pidgeotto is infamous for spamming Roost, a very good move that heals about 50% of a bird Pokemon's HP. So, thankfully, you didn't get to use that. Falconer has fallen. I understand. I'll bow out gracefully. Birdman McCraw has fallen. For pity's sake, my dad's cherished bird Pokemon. But a defeat is a defeat. Alright, take this official Pokemon League badge. It is the Zephyr badge. Fly away on my Zephyr. I feel it more than ever. With that badge Pokemon included. Trading Pokemon up to level 20 will obey you without question. It also enables you to use the hidden move Rock Smash anytime outside of a battle. Obtain the TM51. By using a TM, a Pokemon will instantly learn a move. Think before you act. A TM can only be used once. TM51 contains Roost. It stores half the max HP. There are Pokemon gyms in cities and towns ahead. Make good use of them. As for your next move, I would suggest Azalea Town. Thank you, Birdman McCraw! If you want to skip those trainers, by the way, you can just walk around the side there. Professor Elm is calling me on my cellular device. Hello, Kevin. We've discovered something. The details are, well, I can't really say anything, but we want you to carry that egg. My assistant is at the Pokemon of Violet City. Could you go meet him and pick up that egg? In Gen 2, this guy would be in the Pokemon Center instead of the Pokemon. And if you head into the Pokemart and talk to him, long time no see, Kevin. I've been waiting for you. This is from Professor Elm. The thing is, we would like for you to take care of an egg. We received the egg that we got from Mr. Pokemon. After you left, Professor Elm received a phone call. I have no idea what they were talking about, but after a while, Professor Elm said to Kyra, I think of anyone more suited than Kevin. He insisted I hand this egg to you. That's how I came here to deliver the egg to you. It seems that a Pokemon will hatch only if you carry it and keep it in your party of Pokemon. That's another reason we've chosen you. Please take care of it. Goodbye. Probably gonna buy some things from the shop before I move on. I have a whole lot of fundage. Like 4 of those, maybe. I don't know. 6? That's enough for what I need for now. Yay! And with that, we've completed everything there is to do, really, in Violet City. Except talk to this lady who just showed up. Me oh my, that egg must be. I see. So it was handed from Mr. Pokemon to Professor Elm, then from Professor Elm to you. Now I get it. That egg is a truly important egg. Please do take care of it for me. Is that understood? I'm counting on you. Cool. Once you do all that, you can head southward into Route 32. This guy is still here, being bald. Wait up, what's the hurry? You have some good Pokemon there, singular. That must be from the training you gave them around Violet City. The training of Violet City must have been especially helpful. As a souvenir of Violet City, take this. It increases the power of grass-type moves. Receive the Miracle Seed. It increases grass-type moves. And on this route, there's a whole lot of things, so strap in. There's a standard fare of Pity, Rattata, Zubat, Bellsprout, Ghastly, Hoot Hoot, who we've all seen already, Hoppip, who I forgot to mention last time, but is catchable here too, but also Whooper, and Ekans, who are new to this route. There's a trainer.
I haven't seen you around here before. So you think you're pretty tough? You think you're pretty tough, you and your shotgun mouse thing that use Ember, Dire Fire on the gym leader?
Albert. Burn. Never mind. Quick attack. Then burn. Yeah. He is nothing now, but a man with a rat.
Zubat. I'm a bat, I can't see!
I don't know why I'm cracking my own self up, dude. I'm having so much fun making whatever nonsensical jokes to fill the void as I talk about Pokemon HeartGold, Soul Silver. You're strong! Thank you, Albert. I know I am. I'm huge, Mondo Largy. There's a ball here containing a repel. If you're higher level than the Pokemon in the grass, they won't come out and fight you if you have a repel activated.
Yeah.
And you know, pardon? Pokemon battle? I'm on the phone. Alright, I'll accept your challenge. Guys, the turn of the century, she's on her cell phone! Ho ho ho! Ho 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 ho! With a Nidoran female! Ho 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 ho! You guess what my plan is? Ember Shotgun Bam! Ho 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 ho! I do love when things are so... Before I get serious, I lost. So very like, guys, we're definitely a product of our time. Oh, you're a big journey to see the sights? Neat, let's be friends. Can I have your number? I want to hear everything about what you've seen. Bop, bop, bop. Register the number of Picnicker Liz. Whee. Route 32 lasts a good while. Rat. Oh. There's a bunch of fishermen. My Pokemon, freshly caught. Fisherman Henry. Sends out a Poliwag. This is one of the other ones I forgot to explain. Evolves into either... Well, it evolved into Poliwhirl, and Poliwhirl will evolve into either Poliwrath, which is not so great, and Politoad, which is very great. Poliwrath is a water fighting type, and I think the first of its kind, and only of its kind for a long while. Its moveset does not reflect that, thus why I stopped using it. It used to be a member of our team. And then I realized it's not very great. Politoad, however, is awesome, and was awesome in Gen 5. I will always miss what Politoad did in Gen 5's meta. Poliwag can use hypnosis. That's dangerous. I don't want to deal with that. Get yourself out of here, boy. Get yourself out of here, boy.
Get out of here, boy!
Fisherman Henry has fallen. Splash? Tom Hanks? The Disney Plus edit where they put hair on the woman's behind? You made me lose the fish! Justin has a magic carp. Carp. Also a previous member of my original team, Fire Red. Also, I used to use Gyarados, Gengar, and Alakazam in every game they could be used in, which is most games, until I wanted to make special teams. So, here we are. Games were really easy when I was using the three of them, by the way. That's how I had all those troubles using Victory Bell and Poliwrath, is because they used to be something else much better in their place. But here we are nowadays, with real teams, such as this guy spamming Quick Attack on this fish. Bam! At level 15, Magikarp learns Tackle, so this actually is the most dangerous one of them all. But it's a 50-50 chance he even hits me. So we're just going to keep using Quick Attack, because this thing is actually pretty bulky and fast, despite being a fish. Quick Attack. Also, you could fight like a level like 90-something Magikarp. It can do like no damage the whole time, but because it's a Magikarp, it has a lower EXP yield, so it's not really good to grind off of in case someone thinks they're cute. And one last Magikarp. This one is much lower level than the one we just fought. Level 5. Quick Attack is like a sweep move. He like sweeps himself, goes and kicks him. And then Ember is like a pistol. He goes Dire Fire. And if you keep heading down, there's a third guy here. I'm really good at fishing, but I'm even better at Pokemon. Catch me on the TCG with my 40 Magikarp deck. He has a Goldeen, which is a Pokemon I do not like because it's a fish with lips. I don't like fish with lips. They make me uncomfortable. I don't know why. There's something about fish with lips. I don't want to look at it. Very ugly. Very ugly thing. Supersonic confuses. And it's a 50-50 chance that I hit myself with confusion here. But I'm a believer, and Quick Attack's about to hit him. Yup. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. So long. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, good fish, goodbye. I tried to rush things now. Don't young people know to fish? I could teach you how to fish well if you like to exchange phone numbers with me. Nice. That's great. I'm happy to have made a younger friend. Get away from that fisher guy. Oh.
I found some good Pokemon in the grass. I think they'll do it for me.
This guy's at his last rope, youngster Gordon. This Wooper had better be the key to his happiness, or else his dreams of being a Pokemon master are over. We might be cooked. Never mind. That did like no damage despite being super effective. I'm too huge for you, Wooper. Far, far too huge. Take this Quick Attack and be gone from my sight. Oh, get this thing out of here. Wooper's a very popular Pokemon. However, I'm like indifferent. Also, Wooper's one of those Pokemon that looks different depending on its gender. Before we head up on the alternate path of this route, you can talk to this guy.
How would you like to have this tasty, nutritious Slowpoke tail? For you right now, just $1 million. You want this? I thought Kisses Day were low.
There's no real way to have $1 million in this game, so that guy is just like a evil man trying to get your money. What should I make my Pokemon hold? Maybe an item that increases attack power. True.
Bonjour, how are you? Are you picking up Raccoon? Way to go, little Apricot collector! I feel so great, I want to give you all these sacre bleu! I give you a bunch of Lobos! Lobo, it makes the Pokemon easier to catch the Pokemon when you're fishing! Actually, it's made for Apricot! You can those to a gift from me. If you want more, go to Azealia Town and make them cut big special Pokeball the type of accounts!
That took a lot of breath out of me. This area is great for fishing. Looking at all those people fishing makes you feel like you want to try fishing too. Would you like one of my rods? You obtain the old rod. You can now fish in bodies of water. If you want to go fishing, face the water and use the rod first. Then concentrate and look closely. When a bleh appears, Pokemon is taking a bite. Press the A button quickly and pull back on the line. You'll see what happens next. If there's water, be it sea or stream, try it with your rod. Fishing with an old rod mostly yields Magikarp, but I believe it's either a 5 or 1% chance that if you do it in Violet City, you can catch a Poliwag, which outside of Crystal version is the only way to get a Poliwag at this point in the game. Which is what which was what I used to have to do in order to have that Poliwag for my team. But for the sake of showing, I'm heading to my key items, and I'm going to set this to my register slot. We can show you some fishing. Guys, it's a trendy game when it has fishing in it. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Not even a nibble. Not even a nibble. Landed a Pokemon. Magikarp. Magikarp's of extremely high level. I did not realize they were level 10. Joey.
Howdy, it's Joey. How are you? Oh yeah, I saw a wild Metapod. I thought about going for it. Then I failed. Oh well, I guess it's the way it goes. I'm not very good at catching Pokemon.
If you were playing original Gen 2 and that man were to call you, he would say, hey, remember my super cool Rattata? My Rattata's in the top percentage of Rattatas. Something like that. I used to have it memorized, but then I grew up. Yeah, but look, everything else here is like level 4. Why is it a level 10 Magikarp out of the water? That thing wanted to fight me, bro. Come get your mans. Come get your mans, Arceus. Trying to fight me. More Bellsprout on this route, by the way. In case you missed out on the previous area. Come on, give me this. Bullet Seed! This is a multi-hit move that hits 2 to 5 times. I don't like them. I don't care about competitive. I know they like those moves. I don't. I'm my own person. I'm my own person with a Reinhardt named Quilava fighting Rattatas and bushes while giving my phone numbers to freaky fishermen.
That glance, it's intriguing.
And fighting kids that like to go on picnics too much that they've made their entire profession the fact that they camp and picnic. This is the opposite of that other girl we fought because he has Nidoran Male, which also dies to the pistol known as Ember. BAM! I didn't think it would insta-kill, but I'm glad it did. It made my point far easier. Level 18. That's what I like to see. Camper Roland. There's a joke here I could make, but I haven't played those games. Oh, come on. No. The wild Pokemon call me. I don't want to fight a Rattata again. There's like 6 things I can spawn on this route, and I'm just running into Rattata over and over again. That's a wee bit silly. A wee bit silly, I tell you. Anyway, catch a great ball. Great ball. Ball. Oh, okay. Mareep! Wow. You know, I could just catch this one instead of just waiting for the one I have at the egg to hatch. Also, I have 5 levels over it. That's a thing that pisses me off called static. If you use a physical move on an electric type Pokemon or things of similar types that have moves like Flame Body and Poison Point, you receive that status element. I believe it's like a 30% chance or something, but like it seems to always freaking happen to me. So it's like not really cool, guys. Anyway, if this thing has a bad nature, we're not going to be keeping it. If its static electricity builds in its body, its fleece doubles in volume. Touching it will shock you. This is the wool Pokemon. And what do I name the wool Pokemon? This is a joke I made like 10 years ago, and I'm clinging to. So its name is Marie. You can head upward a little more. Keep running into these freaking Pokemons. Running these Rattatas. Rat. Be gone from my sight. I believe that's everything. Yep. Alright, you can head back down, but I'd rather head through this because there's significantly less grass after you get past this initial bit. But of course I'm going to run into something, because they really want me to face these Rattatas, because all of these rats want my money, and this level 6 Mareep too! They want my money, they want my money, get out of my face, because I got my money, bro. Oh. Oh, there's Hoppip. This thing's not too great. That's all I can say. It's not really Pokemon I've used. Not really Pokemon I've seen anyone use. I don't know. But either way, there's a girl up here I didn't talk to.
Yahoo! It's Friday. I'm Frida Friday. Nice to meet you. Here's a poison barb for you.
Poison Barb is the poison version of a Miracle Seed.
Give it to a Pokemon that has poison type moves. Oh, it's wicked. You'll be shocked how good it makes poison types.
Frida will give you something on Friday. Thus the Frida Friday. Wow. I can rock with that. Yeah, I can rock with that. Welcome to the team, Marie. I can rock with that most definitely. Let me heal first before this bird mollywops me. Hello. Hello. Woohoo!
That badge. It's from Violet City. You beat Faulkner.
I am the last stand! The final Birdman! Peter! Parker! He has a Pidgey, which I'm about to go a war of attrition with a thing that only has tackle. But I believe. I can outpace him if I use Growl here. Even though he does 4 damage. Oh, and he's paralyzed. It's so over. It's over. I like Marie. It evolves into Flaffy, which evolves into Ampharos. It stays a mono-electric type the whole time. Its moveset isn't too diverse, but for my purposes of just trying to beat the game, I like using it. It's like a kind of mix attacker, but prefers special moves, definitely. Its stats aren't too incredible. Oh my god. Okay. Sand attack is not the move I want to see, because now tackle is going to never hit unless I doubt it. Oh my gosh. Please! Please! Yeah! Yeah! Let's go, Marie. They doubted you, but I didn't. That's a whole level from that. Look at that. Marie does not learn its electric type move until I think level 9-ish, so like when I meant War of Attrition, I really ooh. We might need to teach this bird that magic is everything. Magic is everything. Unless you do that, and it might be over, because I'm gonna miss a single ember, and then the whole fight is gonna go your way. You're like extra dead though. Yeah, like I was gonna say, you're cooked. You're cooked for sure. Spearow! I didn't mean to do that. Too late. Spearow! Spearow's an ugly bird. Like Pidgey, if I saw a Pidgey in real life, I'd be cool with it. But Spearow, I'd be afraid. That thing's ugly. Either way. Union Cave ahead. Next time on Pokemon HeartGold, we'll head through Union Cave and hopefully end up at Azalea Town, where we're told the next gym badge lies. See you all next time.